Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum, and a very good day to everyone participating in this conference. I am Azimmi Redzuan, the co-author for this paper. I would like to bring this paper and present to all of you guys with the title The Impact of E-Government, Privatization and Bureaucratic System Towards Customer Service Performance of the District Office in Pulau Pinang, Malaysia. Together, who wrote this paper is my friends Umu Mahirah Beti Azahari, me myself Muhammad Noor Azimmi bin Rizwan, and Siti Natasha binti Shukri, and also TS Dr. Samsudin Wahab. We are from Universiti Teknologi Cawangan, Pulau Pinang, Malaysia. We move on to the second slide. In this slide, I would like to bring to all of you guys in four content, which first is introduction about this paper. Secondly is the literature review, which consists of customer service performance itself, the variables of this paper, e-government, privatization, and also bureaucratic system. After that, I will go through to the discussion and lastly, the conclusion of this paper. Are you ready, guys? Okay. First of all, the introduction. As we all know, in year 2020, the COVID-19 outbreak has arrived in this world, especially in Malaysia. So what was happened at that particular time? This COVID outbreak has given an impact on the government's operation because, as we all know, most of the government operation is more towards the manual. We have to face, and less in digitalization operation. This also have an impact on the financial and economy, and also bring a knock-on effects on trade and tourism. And then government has issued a cordon sanitaire, or we all know that we in Malaysia we call it MCO, Malaysian Movement Control Order. The context of this paper, we are going to look and highlight the main problems on service performance and the capabilities of the district office in Pulau Pinang, Malaysia. Is to face the pandemic situation using e-government, privatization, and bureaucratic system towards service performance. District office in Pulau Pinang has given into 5 parts of Penang. First is Seberang Perai Utara, Seberang Perai Tengah, Seberang Perai Selatan, Timur Laut, and also Barat Daya. The literature review in sense of customer service performance. Customer service performance in the paper written by Maglio and Sforer in 2008 says that a study service system that serves to create a basis for systematic service innovation, and the primary purpose of this area is to improve the system performance, effectiveness, and sustainability of service system. The keyword is improve the service performance, effectiveness, and also sustainability of service system. Secondly, service quality is the ability of the organization to show and meet customers' need and desire. We talk about the customer needs and desire in this Hansen and Kalialam 2000. The investigation by Johnston and Jones in 2004 said that on understanding the nature of component of service productivity as well as relationship between operational and customer satisfaction that provides a structure for improving the service performance in organization. As you can see in the slides is the Malaysia Government Effectiveness Index. In the period of 2013 to 2020, Malaysian government effectiveness index have become uncertain. During 2013, Malaysian government has established a transformation program. But what happened in this 2013 to 2016, the Malaysia government effectiveness index has slightly decreased from 1.11 point to 0.87 point. Meanwhile, in 2016 to 2019, the second transformation program in government service was also established, and we can see the hike of the government effectiveness index in this period of time. And again, uh, government have issued another transformation program from 2020 to 2025, and this result has become 1.04 during 2020. But this performance, as we can see, Malaysia rank at number 36 behind our friends in Asia, which is Singapore, and also behind Brunei and also South Korea. This is the ranking Malaysia in Government Effectiveness Index. You guys can check this Malaysian Government Effectiveness Index in World Bank portal. We move on to the second literature review in e-government. E-government seeks to enhance the convenience, accessibility, and quality of interactions with the public and government service at large. This is the idea of the e-government, written by John Jay in 2010. But in the 2008, it says that e-government is the electronic delivery of information and services to citizens, business, and also public administration. A study made by Shaw in 2004, they conclude that the complex relationship between information technology and government has become a major focus of academic research, just like we are doing now, in several fields such as public administration, organizational behavior, information science, and also technology innovation. The third independent variable in this paper is privatization. Sorry, the second dependent variable is privatization. In privatization, UNR, UN, everyone said that in 2017, suggests that privatization has a significant impact on the efficiency of an organization or enterprise. It is believed that by transform into privatization or adapting privatization in an organization, it has a significant impact on the efficiency. As just what written by Ulele and Koginam in 2019, it has been proven that privatization has a positive impact on the service performance, which is good. Another study revealed that the hospital in Germany showed an increase in performance and efficiency after privatization, while their non-privatized counterpart. It is written by Tiemann and Shriok in 2012. Whereby privatization might have a downward effect on the service quality, especially when the service is difficult to measure. This is what has been concluded in 1997 by Hart and al. This finding is a bit contradict with another three findings, but we are going to look more detail on this gap between these three studies and this study made earlier in 1997. And lastly, about bureaucratic system. What does bureaucratic system mean? A social subsystem of an administrative structure that operates within a given frame of reference, operate through a set of regulations that control activities through a rationalization process, operative facilitation under professional conditions, and these activities to deliver service on behalf of some governing policy directive which theoretically made up of a cognitive pattern of rules from which strategic approach emerge, allowing goals to be established through categorization procedure. A study made by Yoles in 2017. A study made by Gregorio in 2013 said that there is an efficiency level that is somewhat determined by the environment in which the bureaucracy system. A study in 2016 made by De Jong, bureaucracy as nothing more than a sort of organization in everywhere, and we are acquainted with its workings. Bureaucracy, on the other hand, are entities that we find to be unpleasant and irritating. And in 2005, Pedraja Chaparro and all say that the absence of rivalry and monopolistic structure of public production preclude public sector players from being as vigilant about resource efficiency. We move on to the third part of this presentation, which is discussion. In this study, the method we have used is a comprehensively studying and reviewing 9 articles related to e-government, 7 articles related to privatization, and we look detail on one bureaucratic model, and also 3 articles related to bureaucratic system. In e-government, this is the first 3 sources that we are reviewing. First is about the integrated electronic land management system e-Tanah in Malaysia, which we can conclude that the findings was they assist this e-Tanah or that adopt in Malaysia assist the district office to give fast delivery for customer, which is helping the productivity and the output given to the customer, which is right. The integrated e-Tanah system is equivalent to a one-stop shop. Secondly is the computerized land title and land information. The finding was to coordinate and align the dealing process, private partnership and public sector together. You can see the more improvement have been made using this e-government. Thirdly, standing on solid ground e-Tanah story. e-Tanah is as successful as an integrated system that replaced previous legacy systems such as SPTB, SPHTB, e-consent, email system, and SFT. This is what the transformation have been made and increase the effectiveness and also efficiency of doing work. Next is the standing on solid ground e-Tanah story. The system HRMIS written in responsiveness and the influence to public trust, the study on local government service delivery in 2018 said that this application is one of the integrated e-government service that provide a single interface for government employees to perform human resource functions and act as a central database for the public sector. The influence of human resource management information system, HRMIS, application toward employees' efficiency and satisfaction, written by Ahmad Sufyan, Muhammad Ahmed Siti Amir, Siti Fatimah, Suzila Mat Saleh in 2017. It said that HRMIS gives strong relationship between employee satisfaction and actual use of the information system, bringing up the employee satisfactions, which may lead towards the effectiveness and efficiency of the services towards customer. In privatization, the perils of public sector enterprises in India is privatization of central public sector enterprises a sustainable strategy. The finding was corporate financial and operational performance has improved dramatically as a result of privatization. The impact of privatization of IDBI Bank in Indian economy, study made in 2020. The finding was privatization has a greater impact on the development of loans and investments in the banking sector and improve the efficiency of the banks. This is quite good. Third is a hybrid AHP-DEAR model for measuring and comparing the efficiency of airports, written by Gaskin B. and Coxall CD in 2019. The finding is the mean efficiency score of privately owned airport was found greater compared to the mean efficiency score of publicly owned airports. This paper was very good with the finding and comparison made by private and also public owned airports. Next is enhancing firm performance through internal market orientation and employee organizational commitment, termed by Yu et al. In 2017. He said that the private sector managers want to see whether the investment seems profitable or not before the investment. Because the idea of privatization is all about profit and loss. And next is Hospital of Ownership of Efficiency, a review of studies with particular focus on Germany, written by Tillman and Schriok in 2012. In these hospitals in Germany showed an increase in efficiency after privatization while their non-privatized counterpart. And the third variable is Bureaucratic System. The model that we are referring to is a model made by Weber, Max Weber, from the book The Protestant Ethic and the Spirit of Capitalism, 2001, first edition. Among other three models proposed by Mr. Max Weber, we can see that monopolistic model is quite significant to describe a public servant operation where the organization acts as a sole provider without having competitors, second point over here, resulting in an inefficient environment, the result, the impact from bureaucratic system, because there is no incentive to be efficient. A study made by Gonzalez Alcala in 2020, bureaucrat the exploration and development of profiles of their communicator style and predispositions. The finding is, in measuring the efficiency of service provided, single factors such as communication shall be less considered. Because this paper is all about communication. In measuring the efficiency, it is suggested to have more than one variables to be studied of. Third is Christopher Yvonne, study made in 2020. The finding is public engagement is not directly giving an impact towards government agencies' service performance. And lastly is Pedraja Chaporo and all in 2005, assessing public sector efficiency, issues and methodologies. It says that the absence of rivalry and monopolistic structure, as referred to the Max Weber model, has precluded the public sector players from being as vigilant about resource efficiency. Bureaucratic system slowing down the resource efficiency. Okay, we move to the final part of this presentation with this conclusion. We believe that there is an adequate relationship between e-government, privatization, and bureaucratic system, which give different impacts toward service performance, especially to the district office in Pulau Pinang, Malaysia. Thus, we recommend for a further study to be done quantitatively with more variables to measure the reliability of the approach used by organization or district office in Pulau Pinang, Malaysia to increase their service performance. Okay, I think that's all, guys. Thank you for listening. I hope you can review our paper, and give some comments afterwards. Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum.